it's Eric with Jazz Wealth Managers, where we don't just like to invest your money, we like to educate you about that dough. So today, let's talk about firing your financial advisor. Now, this isn't something that I really like to talk about. I don't want to take jabs at everybody, but I do want to educate you because there are a lot of circumstances where it may just be a point in time where you're not a good fit. It's a bit of a relationship. Maybe that time has moved on. Maybe that advisor is more into investing, not in planning, and you're in a different phase, or maybe who knows what the case is. So what I want to talk about, though, is reasons why you should consider firing your financial advisor. Now, let's hope that everybody's happy that works with Jazz Wealth and that not be the case for you. But what I want to talk about here is a few different things. And the first one is really the big one, and that's the F word. Now, the F word isn't probably what you're thinking. It's not what your mom hollered at you about, but it's being a fiduciary. So if we go over here, what I'm going to talk about for just a sec, I want to show you in the handy dandy board is being a fiduciary. Let's see if I can even spell this out right. Wow, that's like a $100 word. I would say that. So what we've got with being a fiduciary is that means that they're not selling you anything. So sometimes if you go and you sit down with your advisor, they may say, well, you know what? You've got all of this money over here that we're managing. Let's just say it's $1 million. Let's just cross through that. Just put 1 million to make it easy. What they're going to do is they might say, you're getting close to retirement. And if you're getting close to retirement, maybe it's time to take a little bit of this risk off the table. We've been managing this money for 1% a year. We've been collecting our money there, but now let's take the risk off the table. Let's put you in an annuity. Well, an annuity is something that they're going to sell you. They're going to sell you at for commission. Oftentimes on something like this, it could be anywhere between like 3.5%, even 5% I've heard of, sometimes on these variable annuities that they're selling you. So if they're taking this and they're putting in that annuity, they may say, well, you know what, we've been making $10,000 a year off of you while we're charging you this 1%. But now we're just going to say, we're going to get rid of that and we're just going to make a fat $35,000 one time. Maybe the advisor's getting ready to retire too and they want to cash out on you. Whatever the case may be, there's different types of advisors that are out there. If they are a registered investment advisor, that's going to be one that is going to work in your best interest. But what you have to ask that advisor is, do you sell anything? Because they could also be representing insurance companies and selling you insurance, not just a registered investment advisor. So there's a bit of a confusion there. They may say we work as a fiduciary when it comes to managing your money, but at the same time, they can sell you all this other stuff on the side and all these other insurance products to get commission. So that's one of the reasons. Another one would be their investment strategy. Let's just say that your advisor's just putting you in 3 different mutual funds. Well, with all of this technology out there, all of the different apps that are out there, everything that's out there, you could go buy 3 different mutual funds yourself. If you look and they say, well, you know what? We've got you in these American funds right here. Those are a really popular one. Well, why don't you just go buy those American funds yourself and save your money? Because what you're doing right this second is you're paying that advisor. Now, if they're a commission advisor, you're going to pay them a front-end load fee. But if they're not a commission advisor, what you're going to pay them is their 1% management fee or whatever their fee is. You're also then going to be paying all these expense fees on the backside of the mutual fund. Well, if you're already paying the expense fees because the company is building these portfolios for you, you're paying those to the mutual fund. Now you're also paying the advisor their fee. Well, now you're basically getting double feed. That's not how we do it around here at Jazz. Instead, we like to build funds that have 0 expense fees on the backside. The reason for that is we like to look at buying individual stocks and building our own funds out so that you're never paying for a mutual fund expense fee that's on the backside. We're not into that. We think that it's a silly thing to do, and if an advisor's doing that, no jabs at them, but everybody's a bit different on the way they do it. I just want you to keep the money in your pocket as much as possible. So the third thing that I want to talk about, and there are many other things that you could consider with firing a financial advisor, but the biggest one I think that everybody really comes to, and that is fees. Fees are a big one. Now, here's why. So let me just show you right here again on the board. So let's talk about this $1 million you have. Well, if you've got $1 million, in general, an advisor would be charging you 1%. Now, do you feel that that 1% is worth it or not? That's totally up to you. The cost on this is going to be $10,000 a year. I have seen companies that have charged 1.5% up to $3 million. So right here, what they would do is they would be charging you $15,000. So this company's charging you $15,000 to manage your $1 million. This company's charging you $10,000 to manage your $1 million. What makes sense for you in your situation? Are they better be providing a ton of value, maybe beating the markets every single year, not seeing your money go down, doing planning, doing your taxes, doing everything to charge you $15,000 a year? That's a lot of money. So what you've got to really think about is what the fees are, and is it worth you paying those fees, either doing it yourself or finding a company that can handle that for you and not charge you those fees. Anything over $250,000, we're charging 0.5%, just to give you an idea and be transparent about where we are with our fee. So with that said, those are a few different scenarios. This isn't a jab at different advisors. There's a lot of reasons why you should fire your financial advisor, but there's also a lot of great reasons why you should keep your financial advisor. So these are just some things for food for thought. Thanks for watching. If you want to watch more FinTips videos, click here. Be sure to like and subscribe also.